Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jimmy, and in today's video, we will take a look at a very important update for generative AI. So if you do anything in the world of generative edit, like photo editing, or if you do anything with the generative wallpaper, the generative portrait, where it turns your photo into like a cartoon, or if you do anything with summarizing voice recordings or note assist or summarizing text, this is where you'd want to make sure that you update this right here, which is Samsung Vision Model. So Samsung Vision Model does everything that I just mentioned, anything that is generative AI. That means if you want to have those wallpapers on your lock screen where if it's raining, it'll put like raindrops on it, or if it's snowing, it'll put snow on there. If you do anything with summarizing voice recordings or summarizing text content or anything that is AI, that is what this right here does. Now, I'm also looking at a lot of this right here, which is a lot of voice or text to speech type stuff. So when it comes down to this Samsung Vision Model, I might be doing a little bit when it comes down to your photo editing and such, but it looks as if a lot of it is also dealing with anything with words, anything spoken, anything written. So it could be, word, or it could be text, just by looking at all of this stuff here. Now, another fun place to take a look at what is being updated on your Samsung phone is, like I shared from before, I always go to apkmirror.com. I take a look at what is coming from Samsung specifically. And you can see all the stuff that will be either right now, or you might see tomorrow, or something that has automatically updated if you have automatic updates on. So there's some stuff with the One Hand Operation Plus. You see the Galaxy Buds Plus Manager, Buds 3 Pro Manager, Samsung Tutor. You also have Wonderland, which I saw on my last page there, something with connectivity, and all of these being pushed out on either September 11th, September 10th, and also September 9th. So there's a lot of Samsung Language Core. You also have Samsung Push Service. Here's that Samsung Wallet, which we saw in the last page. There is also a brand new Galaxy Store. So if you're watching this for the first time, you might actually see that you have to update your Galaxy Store. So this is what I did when I wanted to open the Galaxy Store this morning to see if there was any updates. So I got a new version of the Galaxy Store, which then allowed me to do everything else. And there is that version right there. Here's Penup. And then the one that we were talking about was right here. So Samsung Vision Model. This is what we just got done seeing on that last page. So let's just go right over here and let's just update all. Another thing I want to take a look at, and we'll see if I can find it. I don't really use Penup all that often, but Penup has an update and it's working for Samsung One UI 8, and also a new brush has been added as drawing tool. But who knows, I'm hoping that when it comes down to Penup, they will put a little orange dot letting me know which brush or drawing utensil or whatever has been added in. Penup is pretty fun. This is where you're able to do a bunch of drawings. You can either draw stuff yourself, or you could do some things with coloring. You can either color it physically, with your S Pen or with your finger, or you can even do the fill in color. So if you just want to choose the option of fill in, then that just means that you tap on different locations and then it'll fill that space with color. But you can see a lot of stuff right here updating. Again, very important that you always update your Samsung Vision Model if you do anything with generative AI. And then down over here, that's where you see Wonderland. That's what we saw in the APK mirror. Now, if you're taking a look and wondering about, what about generative AI, you can see right here that my wallpaper is made by AI. When I press and hold anywhere on the screen that's empty, you go inside of your wallpapers and style. If you want to change the wallpaper, as you scroll down, this is where you have your AI stuff. Here's your photo ambient, which again, that is if the weather is changing outside, it'll change whatever your lock screen photo is. And then also you have generative. So right here, this is where you're able to just go through. These are the ones that I have created up here on the very top. If you want to create one yourself, you can do one with, let's say, a soft focus. This is where you would change it from, if you want it to be like buds or whatever, and then you can change which color you would like it to go. And then as you're going through it, it's generating it, and that's it. So this is what the Samsung's Vision does when it comes down over into the generative edit and the generative AI. Oh, and by the way, if you appreciate this video, maybe this helped you out or you have learned something, not only is liking, hitting that subscribe button, and the bell for notifications helpful to the content creator, but one brand new feature on YouTube is right next to your comments. If you swipe over, you're able to hype up this video, again, helping the content creator. If you do this, I do appreciate it. If you're curious on more generative AI stuff, what all your phone can do, just go inside of your settings and go right here. This is Galaxy AI. This is your call assist, so you get real-time translation during voice calls. You have your writing assist, the interpreter, note assist, transcribe assist. You also have your browsing assist, so if you're looking at web pages, you can have it all being summarized. Again, all of this is being done right now from that vision model that we are updating. The photo assist, you have drawing assist, audio eraser, photo ambient wallpaper, the now brief, and health assist. A lot of that stuff that we were seeing that is being updated as well, when you take a look at all of the language core and all of the language packs, some of them is done either by cloud or some of them done on device. That is where you can go right here. So if you only want to process your data on your device only, which this will just give you added privacy, so you can prevent collection and processing of your data for Galaxy AI Advanced Intelligence features, you can just turn this on. Once you toggle this on, everything will be done on device and not via the cloud. But it will, take a little bit longer. This will be a little bit slower when it comes down to doing all of that work because it doesn't have all the rest of the other examples that was done and used via the cloud. Now, I don't want to string out this video any longer. It is very important to go with your Samsung Vision model right there. That's everything generative AI on your phone. But I do want to head inside of my Penup. I'm curious on if there is a little orange dot somewhere letting me know what new brush is there. So this is where you have your coloring. If you like to do some coloring, you can go to any of these images here, and then this is where you can physically just do it manually, or you can do that fill color. You just tap the area, it'll fill it in. If we go inside of drawing and we want to start the drawing, okay, let's see, maybe, hopefully, possibly, we will see if there is something new. So there is download more brushes. Now, looking on the top, I did look earlier today, and I noticed that there was the tilted tip, number 1, 2, and 3. There was all of these ones here, and now that I've opened this up, it looks like all of these ones are brand new. These ones were not towards the top when I first looked at it this morning because I noticed that there was an update for Penup. These were the ones that were sitting on the top. So let me know if you guys notice any differences or any updates or newer brushes. I did go through this before the update this morning. I have seen all of these ones here. It just happens to be that before this update, the ones that was there on the top was right here, the tilted tip 1, 2, and 3. So it looks like in terms of new brushes, these right here on the very top are the new brushes for Penup that you received from that Penup update. But hopefully you guys have appreciated this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Subscribe on the very bottom left-hand side. And if you like this video, then more than likely you'll also like this video. And I'll see you guys later.